Hey guys and dolls, it's Chris, and I am back with another react. It's been a busy, crazy first couple of weeks of the new year, but it's no problem. There is a lot going on right now to react to in Girl World, in the FA spectrum. So I just have a lot of videos to make and a lot of catching up to do. I am in honor of our queen girl, Amberlynn. She likes to think she's the queen, right? I am doing 100 days of weighing in every morning. I post a little short with my weight um, because I am back on my weight loss track. As of this morning, I am down about 7 pounds or so for the year. Um, so you can check those out every morning. Literally just a little quick short, and it is me actually stepping on a scale. I hold the phone down and you can see me step up onto the scale. This, if Amber even did it this way, people would believe it a lot more. Because as you see from the start of this video, we are looking up at her ceiling, and people have and I've even noticed there's like jump cuts between when she says okay let's weigh, or the scale says hello it's ready, and then it actually says a number. I'm gonna be honest guys, I don't believe these weigh-ins. I'll give my spiel as we get into it. If you're a returning viewer, I really appreciate you hanging out, helping the channel grow. We grew by about like 600 subscribers last year, so it's great. I'm hoping to do that again this year. Go past that 1,000 mark. And if you are new, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am pretty blunt and honest for the most part. I try not to be too mean, but I also don't mince my words. I'm not for everybody, but I do come at my reviews as well from a health and medical standpoint. I do have a medical background and I have experience with weight loss. Nothing I say is medical advice. Don't, anything I say, if it resonates with you, always go check with a medical professional in your area. That being said, I do have the knowledge to point some things out and stuff like that. Um, and I want to tell you guys, we're going to get into this. I don't know why her volume is so low on my end, particularly in this bathroom shots. I have all of my settings maxed out, so you may have to listen to using a headset, and I do apologize for that. You will hear her just fine. If any of you guys know how I can make her volume even louder, let me know, because my settings on my computer and in OBS are maxed out. I don't know what else to do. She is also filming a little bit lower. Like, these bathroom shots are worse, so you're just gonna have to listen closely. I am aware of the problem. I am trying to find a way to fix it, and I do apologize, and I do thank you guys for pointing that out. I definitely want to give you stuff that is quality that you can listen to. She is sped up for time. I will link her full video down below, as always. If you want to check it out, go check that out on her channel. And I will skip past anything that is irrelevant, really. And I am also going to be doing a foodie beauty review. Foodie duty. There is some stuff going on. Plenty of pickings in the FA sphere. As always, but this time of year they're a little more abundant, so there's just gonna be a lot of videos coming out. So that being said, let's get started, and we are starting off with a weigh-in.
Hello, welcome to a new vlog.
Hi,
Today
Amber.
is January 9th, so as we have been doing,
Okay, so this was the January 9th weigh-in.
let's start it with the weigh-in.
Hello,
Hello.
it's ready.
And she needs to understand, nobody's going to believe these weigh-ins. One, when there's clearly defined cuts in the scene. And nobody's going to believe it until they see the camera pointed at her or her feet, and her stepping on a scale in an open area where she can't hold on to anything and balance her weight on a counter. they're not gonna believe it, and she doesn't need another person to do that. It would be ideal if she had her mom or someone, film her getting on the scale, but she could set her camera up. Nobody is gonna believe it until, even like I said, even if she does what I did, I just hold my phone down in front of me, and I'm standing behind the scale in the morning, and then I go and I jump on, and then I put the, you can see it's my feet, you can see it's me stepping onto it and then stepping back off of it, and you can see what the weight is. Nobody is going to believe her until she at least does that. I think these talking scales are harder or impossible to tear. Don't hold me to that. Let me know if you know anything about that in the comments. But that's the minimum people are going to require, if not another actual weigh in at a doctor's office. So these are kind of for show. She is very good at lying and manipulating. I know she said she was rejected for a TLC show recently for being too thin because she wasn't 550. She should have told them, girl, give me a week and a half. I'll hit that 550. Because she absolutely could do. Let me do my thing is what she should have told them. I'll be right back. I don't believe she's at the weight she is. I will defend her in a sense that people say she's her heaviest. She's not at her heaviest. Her face doesn't get as fat anymore. Everything's really starting to head south and sag. But I do think she is still up around 530 is what I would say. 520 to 535, 540. And her legs are bigger than ever. So these I don't believe. I believe they're absolutely curated.
Alright, stepping on now.
513.4 pounds.
Oh, 5.
Now, if that said 530, I would believe it. But it said 513.
13.4. And that is unfortunate because I was on track yesterday.
No, you weren't, Amber. See, the thing about being on track is you have to actually be on track to remain on track or to be off track.
I woke up today just feeling super swollen. So
Of course, it's the swelling. It's the water. I'm so swollen, guys. It's the sodiums. Oh my God. Yeah, I know she retains enough water in her lower body to float the Titanic back up to the surface, but of her own doing. But it's not all water, okay? Just like this is why she didn't go on the show, because Dr. Now would be like, do you realize how full of shit you are? You've got water weight, you've got lymphedema and lipedema and all those demas, but you don't have like 100, 200, 300, 500 pounds of water, okay? You don't. And she doesn't want anyone to totally call her out. I firmly believe that's why she wouldn't do the show. One, because she knows Dr. Now won't put up with her crap, and she'd probably have to move. Two, she doesn't want to be honest about how she really eats and how she really lives. And three, she will not do any scenes in which they want her to show her struggles walking, or show a shower scene or her legs or anything like that uncovered. She won't do it. She would only do it on her terms, and they won't, that dog won't bark, right? Okay, you don't call the shot, and they won't want her to post on social media at all, and she can't do that. Her narcissism, her need for attention requires her to be on social media getting attention all the time. And how else is she gonna find another girlfriend? Which is hilarious. She's having so much trouble finding one. Yeah, so that's why I think she won't do it. And there was something else I was gonna say about that. I can't remember. If it comes back to me, I'll let you know.
Or something. That makes me sad, low key, not gonna lie.
Okay, well, this is why she quit the weight loss surgeon back in the day. I do want to do some retro reacts, guys. I just came into the Amberverse about around 2 years ago, right around the wifey era starting. So I've missed a lot of that good stuff. I've seen parts of it and stuff in React, but I want to go back and watch some of these iconic moments. Um, she's lying. She's lying so badly.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, so 513.4.
I give her credit. I like her writing. She has nice writing.
Genuinely so sad about this. I was on track yesterday.
So you're on track to maintain your weight. I mean, like, okay, the first 3 days of the year, yes, I talk about myself on this channel, guys. It's my channel. It's my reaction. I will talk about myself. The first 3 days of the year, I did a liquid fast. Just clear liquids. I dropped like 7 pounds. Then when I started eating again, of course, some of it came back from eating, from the food, from physical food being in my system, from eating carbohydrate. But it's just slowly, that was kind of just a reset. And it's slowly gone back down. And I even had, the first weekend was kind of crappy. I munched, I picked, I snacked on things. I didn't really want to be eating, but I still was within like a set calorie amount. I didn't overeat. I'm really trying to make sure I keep it clean eating, and keep the snacks and the treats to a minimum right now, because I do, if you guys have been around, you know I have issues with binging and sugar and food issues. So I'm really just trying to keep it clean. But like I said, 12 days in, at this point, at 9 days in, I was down about, yeah, 5 to 6 pounds. And my starting weight was like 192. Oh God, 192, Jesus Christ. So, and I've got severe insulin resistance and like severe PCOS. So I have those hormonal issues and stuff that women use as an excuse to say, oh, I can't lose weight because of PCOS. No, you can. You do just have to be really, really strict with your calories. And I'm also a very petite female. I'm like barely 5'1" in my early 40s. So I have to, like, you know, my job is mostly sedentary, mostly. I haven't started actually exercising again yet. So my calories, you know, some people go, oh, that's starving, but I realistically could diet on like 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 calories and be okay. Yes, that's not a lot of food, but that's the hand I'm dealt, right? My stature, my health conditions, that's how it is. My partner can eat a lot more food than me because his job is more active. He's a whole 6 foot, you know, he's a foot taller than me. He's broad shouldered. He's a younger male, you know, in his 30s. So, that's, we just have to play the hands we're dealt. And Amber is only a couple inches taller than me, but she is like three of me at least. She weighs as much as our whole family almost combined. And that includes my little dog, my little 6-pound chihuahua. So for her to be down this minuscule amount of weight, she's not doing anything, guys. She's not. I'm here to tell you. No matter what she says, she's not.
So I have seen several different opinions when it comes to me tracking. If I
track every day if you want, girl. I like doing it because I used to not be able to do it because I was very obsessive about the scale and it was very detrimental. Now I've really understood, you know, those fluctuations can happen. You can fluctuate a pound or two throughout a day, from day to day, up to like 4 or 5 pounds, maybe 6 when you're having your time of the month when you're a female. So I know that those fluctuations happen as long as the scale's on a downward trend. In general, I don't let it doesn't bug me anymore. It helps keep me on track. Amber gets a little obsessive over the numbers, especially the point whatevers, which in her size is absolutely comical. But from January 1st to her first official weigh-in, January 8th, 8 days later, down 3.2 pounds. Okay, listen, is she going to go on about how proud she is about this? This, guys, is not weight loss. At her size, even at my size, that's hardly a loss, at least in the beginning. For her size, this is a fluctuation. This tells me that Amber took a couple of good poops. peed. Something like that. This is the fluctuation. Fluctuation up, fluctuation down. 3.2 is not a loss. She is, by all accounts, maintaining her weight. And guys, to maintain that 515-pound range, she is eating at least around 4,000 calories a day. Even if you eat those in takeouts, which she probably is, that is, and frozen like crap, that is a shit ton of food. If she was eating whole foods, it would be an amount of food that would probably push most of us stomachs to the limits and make us physically ill. She's not doing anything different. She's not losing weight. She's not doing all this movement she claims, which I don't believe she's walking this dog and stuff, this poor little dog, as much as she says and everything. She's not dieting, guys. She's not on track. She's maintaining her weight. She's maintaining a calorie ingestion via food or drinks or a combination of around 4,000 calories a day. That is disgusting.
Was on track, off track daily. And to the people who think that it's unhealthy that I'm doing that, this is actually recommended when I was actually doing my binge eating disorder treatment when I was doing outpatient. In the same way it's recommended, like,
no, they didn't, girl. You were in a Hayes clinic, first of all. They didn't recommend you weigh every day because they don't want you to worry about your weight, because they don't believe in weighing. And they even said that for your BED treatment, the focus was not on weight. It was on having a healthy relationship with food and stopping binging. So they were not centered on weight at all. You wanted to lose weight. They didn't want you talking about weight. So I find it hard to believe that they were telling you to weigh every day. That just did not happen. That's a bold-faced lie. I may have to go back and look through the beginning of that and find video clips where she explains what they were saying so that we can disprove it. And if I do that, I will post a small video or I will make a short of it.
like if you're addicted to anything, any sort of substance, to track the days you're sober. I also had someone reach out to me and say, instead of doing bad days and good days, because that's like a BPD way of thinking, because everything is like either all good or all bad, to try to find the gray area, and by doing that, rate your days out of 10 instead. So that's something that I could maybe start doing. We'll see. Yeah, me doing this is no different than people tracking on MyFitnessPal, whatever it may be. This is actually...
Yeah, but those people, Amber, are trying to make changes or maintain weight loss. Oh my God.
Give me a lot, because I'm able to see the days.
Do you think this is not going to happen 365 times, guys?
Track versus off track. Okay, guys, so I have a little Amazon haul.
Okay, I don't care about this.
Boards. Then I got two new... I don't know, I just thought that looked really
I
neat,
think that's
so I added
ugly,
it.
personally.
Hello, guys. So it is January 10th. We're now at double digit.
Back in the damn bathroom looking at the ceiling.
1-0. Time truly is just a flying by. So let's continue.
And you're running out of time, Amber. You need to get this going, and like yesterday.
The daily weigh-ins.
Hello. It's ready.
Stepping on. I'm actually surprised I am still succeeding. Oh, hi guys. Still succeeding in this.
510.8 pounds.
510.8?
I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. She's not 5'10". She's not at her highest. And I love, just my 2 cents, but I did see a video of hers recently where she said there was another channel that somebody fessed up the new Amberlynn back in the 2019 era that she had gotten up to 500 to 750. Guys, no, she didn't. Amber, while not being honest about her highest weight, I do believe she did hit that 600 mark. She wasn't up to 750. She just wasn't. She wasn't. I give her that. She didn't get there. Left to her own accord, she probably would have been. But and that means she would have been down like 200 and some pounds right now, and she would be a lot saggier than she is. But I do think she hit the 600, the 600 mark, and she just doesn't want to admit it because then she couldn't keep saying how I'm nothing like those people on my 600-pound life when really even she's exactly like them. But so she's saying and if Amber really was, okay, if Amber really was on track and really was doing all the movement and going out and about as much as she said, and wasn't a meaningful calorie deficit, this 3 pounds overnight is absolutely doable. But it's just a fluctuation. Or I think she's standing on the scale differently. She's manipulating it.
That genuinely just made me so happy. I honestly had such a bad day.
So she's probably up to 520. She's probably down to like 529 pounds now, 530.
Not like
Whatever she says, I would say add at least 20 pounds onto it. Yeah, at least.
Whereas I'm talking about, like, I lost a very important person to me.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So, like, she lost a very important person to her. Okay, so she's not bawling, so nobody died. So she was probably talking to another girl quietly in the background, and they probably, like, were a troll, or they, realized, oh, God, I gotta go. I gotta get out of this universe before I'm permanently stuck in the orbit. And they bailed because they realize how toxic she is. If we don't hear her talking about that, oh, my very best friend in the whole, we'll know that's who it was.
I'm just going through something right now that, like, really...
Amber, stuff like that happens all the time. People go through a lot of stuff all the time. You essentially, other than your poor health, have no stressors and no real problems in your life. Like, this woman would absolutely, like, disintegrate into a puddle on the ground if she had to deal with actual real life issues and problems that a lot of people have.
really is making my soul hurt.
Oh, her soul hurts. Oh, God, everything Amber goes through is so soul crushing and heartbreaking. Poor Amber. That's her excuse for being a jerk and eating and gaining 20, right? No. See, I don't have a sympathy bone anymore. And when I first came into this, just like many of you, I did. But I don't now. I don't. I'm sorry. She has made her bed. She treats people the way she does. She needs to just lie in her bed that she's made. She's a horrible person. And it has nothing to do with her weight. In fact, she would even be more of a vicious monster if she was thinner. Like I said, she would be a straight up Regina George. To the core if she was thin.
Sad, so that just made me really happy to see. That means I'm on the right track. I'm just gonna try really hard today to focus on everything I'm grateful for. And
see, is it wrong of me to not believe that? Oh, she's like, I'm just gonna focus on everything I'm grateful. I don't believe that Amber is truly grateful for anything. I think she takes everything for granted. I think she feels entitled to everything. She feels like she deserves everything, that she's better than everybody. I don't think she's grateful. She's not grateful for anything.
Second, if you guys hear chomping in the background, it's because Twinkie's eating her food. So today I was 510.8. That is a really big drop from yesterday.
That is what she could really be having if she was really losing. If she was really in like a constant calorie deficit, that could be her numbers for the first month or two.
Yesterday, I could definitely consider it a gray area. But
big drops.
I'm leaning towards more like on track. But I'm thinking, you know, the whole good or bad, black or white thinking. I think I need to step outside of that, maybe starting tomorrow, and I'll figure that out when the time comes. So I'm going to show you guys how I have my jewelry.
I don't really care. She has a ton of jewelry.
This is my
she
jewelry,
doesn't
folks.
need any more.
Here's a bunch of black. I think today I'm going to wear a regular necklace. I want to get rid of it. Take it out. This is how
And she talks about how she's such a hoop girly, but I've seen her wear tons of earrings that are not hoops.
with some gray hair.
Don't knock gray hair. I started getting gray hair in like my mid-30s. And I've got a ton of it now. You can just dye it. But Amber doesn't dye her hair. I think the upkeep is too much for her. Or she doesn't really want to go to a salon because she can't fit in the chairs. Let's face it. She can't fit in the chairs. And she doesn't want to do it herself. But, She
I
is
need to
starting
fix
to
my
get
hair.
some
It's still a
grays.
mess, but
Nothing wrong
I
with
literally
that.
just sprayed this.
I want to
Yeah,
dye
don't
my, I
know.
tried to dye my hair gray once, guys, like with the Faria hair color. I like the whole gray aesthetic. It's very witchy and fun. You know, it didn't take, like, that didn't change my hair color at all. And I said, I already have some grays, why not? But now it's red. Yes, I did dye my hair red. I am a natural blonde, and it's been blonde. You've never seen me with anything other than blonde hair, but it is red now.
One gray like thing happening here. Oh my
I actually would like that. I wouldn't mind having one of those, like, e-thought streaks in the front.
god, I'm getting so old. I literally do have real
Amber,
gray
shut
hair. I
up.
actually have a
Okay,
lot.
that's offensive to people like me who already struggle with feeling really old, especially in the online space, like in my early 40s. Like, people act like you're just washed up, you know, and you're like gross or something like that. But Amber, like, God, when she, at her age, at 33, I had a new baby. You know, I literally I had my son at 32, and I was a hustle, bustle, busy mom of a newborn and stuff. So that's not old at all, really. For Amber, 33, she'd be terrified. She should be terrified. 33 is old for Amber. Like, 30 is like the new, like, what, 18? And 40 is the new 20. So I consider myself in my 20s. But for her, and as big as she's been, especially the last like 8 years, Amber's Amber's chronological age is like 33, but I bet you her metabolic, her biological age, it's probably closer to like 60. No joke.
Of gray hair, more than I even want to admit. But I am 33. Some people get gray like in their 20s.
Yeah, and some people go bald. I went to the prom with this guy named Ed, for his school's prom, and he was going bald. He was proper balding when he was 18, and he looked like a 45-year-old man. But I know he was 18. So that's unfortunate. At least if your hair is gray, you can dye it. But if it's thinning, that's different. And oh my God, holy shit, guys! If you're not looking at the screen at the 5:30 mark of Amber's video, go to that and pause it. Amber is like, it's a side view, and I'm telling you, that shelf butt will never fail to amaze me. It is just defies gravity like you wouldn't believe. It's a feat of nature. But it's like a side view of her. And I'm telling you guys, she has wider doorways too. She is in a handicap unit apartment. This is a confirmed thing. This isn't speculation. She is, from front to back, and we're not even seeing quite her widest point in the bottom, is as wide as this doorway. Amber, get your shit together. Holy crap. And look, this is a perfect example too. She tries to say she can still like wipe herself and stuff without assistant. Guys, no, she can't. She absolutely can't. Those arms are not going to reach. Her arms are essentially as long as mine, just slightly longer. Like I said, she's my height within like an inch and a half, 2 inches. There's no way I don't comfortably reach around. I mean, I can obviously, but it's uncomfortable when my little fat rolls in the way and stuff. There is no way she can wipe herself and clean herself appropriately. She can't reach her lower half. So, like, either wipe when she's gone to the bathroom, or clean or wash her legs, lift up her ankle rolls, because she does have cuffing of her ankles at this point. It's very bad. To clean under them and dry and rinse properly. What a mess. This is crazy. And she probably uses like the sponge on a stick thing, but even then, she probably has trouble reaching her lady bits, if you know what I mean. That's, oh God, that's gross. How does that make you not want to change?
So let me close it. I'm actually getting ready. I'm gonna hang out with my mom. I need a good.
I do like that she is hanging out and spending more time with her mom. I had a very bad relationship with my mother when we were young. And then later on in my life, after I had my son, we really, well, when I became a paramedic, we became pretty close. I would go to her house every day, spend a lot of time there, and we fixed the relationship quite a bit. And then we had a little bit of a falling out where it wasn't bad. We just didn't really talk much. And after I had my son, we got close again. After when I left my son's father temporarily, while we were working on some things, I stayed with my parents, and my mom and I just got super close. She loved my son to pieces. Didn't want me to take him and leave, and we were just very, very close until the end, until she passed, and I helped take care of her while she was essentially hospice bound, the last like couple of months. And I really appreciate that and cherish that. And even if we wouldn't have gotten along, she did for my son and loved him dearly. And I appreciate anybody who does for my son. They will always have my respect, even if I don't get along with them. If I don't like them, I will always respect anybody who does anything and cares for my son. But it's really nice that Amber is rebuilding that relationship with her mother and trying to heal and talking through things and having fun. The thing is like, now if she's really healing that relationship and everything's so great, and she said they've talked about a lot of stuff, she should not be used, like, she is on that path to healing that relationship. She should not be using her childhood trauma as excuses for her crap behavior, for her eating and stuff like that anymore. At least that's my opinion.
Distraction. I think we're gonna go to bingo. So I was gonna wear my hair up,
I used to go to bingo
but
with
it
my
just
mom and my
wasn't
aunt, and no
vibing with
joke, I loved it. It was a lot of fun. We had a good time. Don't knock it. Bingo's not just for old people. We saw a lot of people in their 20s there. Like, really.
I have one of my chokers on. We have my new earrings from the Target. I really love this chain necklace. So we're also wearing that. So this is what my outfit looks like today, and there's no pockets, which...
Oh my god. Like, her shelf butt is so crazy that her shirts actually get caught in it. I just don't know how a physical body a human body can physically take on this shape. It's mind blowing. Do you see, guys? And this is why, the fat acceptance argument about you need to make clothes in 6X, 8X, 20 billion X. This is why this is not feasible. Like, I know there's about 100-some-pound difference between Amber and Foodie Beauty, but we're not looking at actual numbers on the scale. Okay, we're just looking at shapes. Look at Amber's shape, and then look at how physically different Foodie Beauty's shape is compared to Amber. Once you start getting into those really big sizes, people hold and carry and distribute their weight in such different ways. Like, what is 6X and gonna fit on Amber is not gonna fit somebody 6X, Amber's weight, but has a shape like Foodie Beauty. It's not gonna fit the same because they are so different. The fat distributes all kinds of ways and places. Like, this is just 558 of her video, guys, if you're wondering. It's really amazing what the human body is capable of. And like I said, Amber's butt is absolutely gravity defying. Baby got back, right? And this is a perfect example too, where if you look at her old videos from a few years ago and now, how you can see all the weight is shifting. She's not as full and round. Everything is going downward. Her weight is gravitating to the whole lower half of her body. Her legs are bigger than ever. Her from like her midsection down is just huge, and her arms are huge too. But she's carrying her weight a lot differently these days than she was even just like 5 or 6 years ago.
Literally hate that, but that's okay.
That is a cute outfit. See, I think that kind of stuff is appropriate for her. I like that kind of outfit.
He's literally laying inside of this right here. He's so sweet.
Bingo. Like I said, it's fun, guys. Don't knock it till you try it. Oh, I saw people with those things. Of course, Amber has to be feeling herself, duck lips, drinking something. Oh my god. Just what are they? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm not going there.
Some of y'all don't really like sitting in the fridge, but sometimes Amberlynn doesn't know where to put you. I'm eating a carrot. I'm actually gonna grab another carrot. These slap. I don't know.
Yeah, those slap. How many of you guys believe that Amberlynn truly is loving those carrots and that's not for show? One of my favorite snacks right now is baby carrots with some hummus, and we have some cucumbers. I'm making a little bit of a cucumber salad. Little drizzle of olive oil, so good vinegar, salt, a little garlic powder. Oh, yummy, delicious. If you have good tomatoes, even better. I don't. If Amber was just eating these damn carrots and if she first of all, Amber shouldn't snack. She doesn't need to snack. Her snacks are on her butt, hips, wherever. She's had enough snacks, like Dr. Now would say, to last her 10 years. But if she has to, something like these baby carrots are really great. I wish she was really doing this. But she's not eating 4,000 calories a day in carrots. Her skin would literally turn orange.
Oh.
I think that's a thing, guys, where if you ate too many like carrots or orange vegetables, your skin can take on a temporary orange issue to it. Let me know. I thought I heard that before, like that can't, but you would have to eat so many. It's like almost inhumanly possible, I think. Oh god, here we go.
We're making one of these Amy's rice mac and cheese made with organic rice pasta.
It's organic rice pasta, but it's vegetarian. This is this frozen crap. It's vegetarian. It's still a frozen meal, Amber. It's still garbage, and it's still pasta. Have a little bit of real, actual rice, like a small portion of it with a meal. Like, she shouldn't have rice at all right now because she can't control herself. It's one of her favorite foods, and she eats like 4 portions, 5 portions of it at a time. But you'd be better having some brown rice, even white rice, having some real rice with some veggies or something. Just because this pasta is made of rice or lentils or chickpea, it's still freaking pasta. Pasta is not a health food, guys. It should be seen as a treat. I am eating more carbs now than I did before. But I don't demonize them as much. But no joke, guys. You could live and never eat carbs again, and you would be just fine. See, Amber and some other people, they are just fools for this type of marketing. Oh, it's vegetarian, it's gluten free, it says organic. That means it's still just a frozen meal, Amber. It's still garbage, and I guarantee, I know this portion would not fill me up. It wouldn't. There's no way this is filling Amber up. This is just what is meant to be a meal is probably just a snack for her. Or maybe she eats like 3 or 4 of them at a time. Look at that face.
Sounded good. So I did not win at bingo, but my mom did, and so did her boyfriend. So yay for them, because your girl ain't got the good luck, so I'm glad that they do. Alright, you guys, so I finished Astro Boy.
Her Legos.
She's
good at doing Legos. I give her credit.
So these 2 are not Lego brand, but these 3.
Okay, like, I know her views have gone down quite a bit. And I know her income has gone down quite a bit. I know she has more disposable income right now because she's not buying takeout and a lot of presents for, like, a girlfriend to keep her there. But, I don't believe with the way Amber spends money on takeout and food and Legos and all that. These are not cheap. And just other stuff. You can't tell me. I firmly believe that this woman has credit card debt. I firmly believe she has credit cards. I just don't believe she's making enough at this point with her rent and all that to fund the lifestyle and her spending. that she does. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that in the comments? I know I would love to make what Amber's making a month. Don't get me wrong. She's making a pretty penny still, but I just don't think it's enough to, fund her lifestyle. Or maybe it is and I'm just like losing it.
We are. So Tales of the Space Age.
I do like the Space Age
I got
one.
today and excited.
Hello, it is January 11th.
This is DM Amber. Now, I know she says she doesn't, but I know she's reading comments. I know she's watching reaction channels. Not my little damn reaction channel. Let's make it a bigger reaction channel, guys. Let's get on Amber's radar. She knows people don't believe this. Stuffy knows, guys. So I just don't know why she keeps doing this. And then she gets mad when we don't believe her. Well, we all are telling you what it would take for us to believe you. And the only reason anyone wouldn't do it is if they have something to hide. That's why April Lauren would never step on the scale, because she had something to hide. And not that, oh, I weigh naked, blah, blah, blah. Weigh your clothes, okay? Or weigh yourself with your clothes on and then take them off and weigh after. Put them on for the weigh-in. They're not going to add that much meaningful weight. April never stepped on the scale because she had something to hide, because she was lying. Amber's doing the same thing.
I upload this video is today. So I'm caught up. I've been caught up. I've been doing it every other day. I'm so proud of that. All right, so it is weigh-in time.
These people, too, need to be freaking... stop being so damn proud of themselves about every little mundane damn thing. Like, yes, I'll be proud of myself if I do 100 days of weigh-ins, like a whole 100 days. Yeah, that'll be great. But if I just did it for like a week and a half, I would, oh, I'm so proud of myself. Yay! I did something that required minuscule minimum effort. No. That's the problem, is people are not allowed to get criticized these days. They're not allowed to be shamed. And they're not allowed, and they are made to be proud and patted on the back and given award for every little stupid thing.
So let's do it.
Hello. So I am a little nervous.
It's ready.
Thank you. I am a little nervous because I feel kind of swollen today, but we'll see. Okay, second on.
So girl probably ate a lot yesterday, and she's trying to account for the weight gain, if there's a weight gain, for swelling.
Why do I feel the need to announce that every time? I don't know.
510.4 pounds.
510.4. Okay, I'll take it.
So she is maintaining her weight, guys. Just like I said earlier. She's not in a calorie deficit. I watched reacts to the video where she was talking about what she's doing. She's intermittent fasting is how she says it. She's intermittent fasting, which is kind of what I do. A lot of people do it. But she's still within that quote unquote eating window, eating around 4,000 calories a day. And if she's moving more like she claims, then she's probably eating closer to 4,400, 4,500. She's not, I know she said she wants to make changes slowly, but she's not making changes. And I posit the idea that Amber is really at a point where she's running out of time to fiddle fart around and do this slowly. She really is, guys.
Okay, so today, 510.4, and when I did weigh in, I thought I actually was 510.4 yesterday, and I actually wasn't, so I'm down a little bit, so that makes me really, really happy. And yesterday was
No, so you maintained your weight.
So I've had 4 consecutive on-track days, and that makes me really, really happy.
So if she's
Okay,
still
guys,
if we give her the benefit of the doubt and we're going by her weights, if she stays 5'10" for the next week and it's trending down from there, then she can consider that a 5-pound loss from her starting weight of 5'15". Then she can consider that a loss. Right now at her size, she's pretty much maintaining.
Last vlog, I said this. I'm not saying I can run a marathon. I'm not saying I could walk a mile, because actually I don't know if I can.
Because, I mean, if you look at her face, guys, it's at the 935 point in her video. She's not at her highest weight, but I don't think her face is going to ever get quite that round again, because like I said, sagging. But I do think I'd like to try to start doing compilations if I ever have time. And her weight and her face would be one of the ones I'd want to do. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that type of stuff. I have to learn how to edit. But her face to me looks closer to like 525 here. So 530.
Last time I tried was a couple years ago and I couldn't. That's actually, it makes me want to try low key. Because a few years ago, I could only do this.
Look at Twinkie back there. Oh my God.
My breathing is really bad today.
I give her credit, at least Twinkie, like wifey Jade got some weight off of Twinkie, and she's maintaining her weight loss pretty good. Twinkie is, so I give her credit for that. Twinkie could still lose 3 pounds. I know I'm the owner of a Chihuahua, and mine is a fit legend. He's in his winter weight right now at a big old 7 pounds, but in the summer when he walks more and he exercises more, he tends to hover around 6.5. So Twinkie could lose a little more weight, but she is doing good.
So 2 minutes, 19 seconds. This is a wee bit disheartening. So today I am going to see, can I walk a mile or even close to it? I'm actually really freaking excited. I'm going to take Twinkie. I have an app on my phone called Map My Walk, so it's going to be able to track how far I'm walking. So let's go.
This whole crap about her stamina, guys, too, I don't believe it. She said she walked for 3 hours. She was on her feet for 3 hours in that museum and sat down once. I don't believe it. I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. Her legs are too big, too heavy. She can't bend. She's too heavy. I don't believe it. She wants us to think she's so much healthier and better than but she's not. Now this walk would be great for Twinkie. You know, my Chihuahua easily does about a mile. In fact, in the summer, he does about a mile and a half, 2 or 3 times a day. Twinkie, we love that. That'd be good. Now listen, my requirements to believe this is that she puts out a video the whole hour and a half, however long it takes her to do this walk, completely uncut, unedited, no jump cuts, no stops, nothing. And then show us a Fitbit or something showing the distance. She can put the camera on her, she can turn it around and show in front of her, show the dog, show the scenery, whatever she wants to do. But the fact is there has to be no edits, no cuts. That's my requirement, and I'm sure that would be everybody else's too. And then let's see how she is at the end. She would fall over and topple over, and she'd be a dangling body on the ground if she really truly did this. There was a Reddit thing, I guess, that somebody actually saw her using a scooter in a Walmart or something recently. I believe that, but the thing is no one's going to believe that. If you saw that, the only way people are going to believe you is if you actually took a picture. And I don't know if I believe it, because I feel like if somebody did see that, actually, they would have whipped out a phone and gotten some type of a picture. So I don't really believe that post, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys think.
Okay, so I've been walking for like a minute. I do have Twinkie.
Okay, you've been walking for a minute. No, Amber. You need to be filming at the start, because I believe that after just 2 or 3 minutes already, she would be really winded. No, you have to film from right before you start and not cut it. She's lying. She knows it, right?
With me, and it went from excited to nervous, because it's like, I'm afraid, am I not gonna be able to do this?
No.
I think I'm putting too much pressure on
You
myself.
can't see, and there's another cut. Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna count the cuts. Okay, that was one cut.
I don't know, over a decade. So like, why do I think I can do it now? I don't know. She is literally sniffing and stopping
2
every 2 seconds. There are some crosswalk moments.
3
Okay, so I've done a quarter of a mile so far.
4
I'm doing pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
5
Twinkie is just having the time of her life. It's been nice.
6. I'm counting them, guys. And by this point, a quarter of a mile, Amber would be absolutely knackered. She'd be sweating, she'd be red, she'd be huffing and puffing. because she can't even walk. She can't bend her legs appropriately. She doesn't have a normal gait. She waddles side to side and kind of like swings her legs around the side to the front and uses the momentum of her weight to kind of keep herself moving. You see the footage when she walks in the store. She literally weebles side to side like a weeble wobble. She can't walk anymore, actually. So the effort it takes, like somebody, a normal person, to get a distance, and then Amber is like doubled. So, okay, we're at 6.
Enjoying it. Now I'm trying to decide.
7.
Do I want to go up that hill?
Yeah, she can't go up a friggin' hill. And she's talking to us relatively normally, and she's not sweating, and there's no like her cheeks aren't flushed, she isn't huffing. This isn't real, guys.
Or do I want to turn right or left? I think I'm gonna go up
8.
the hill. That's gonna make things more difficult for me, but I wanted to keep going straight. All right, we walked up the hill, didn't we, babe?
And you didn't show it, so this did not happen.
Good girl. That means we get to walk down it. So I've been walking for about 26 minutes, which is kind of a lot.
I don't believe it. A half a mile, and she's still talking and laughing like normal now. And see, this is also, I think, why she's just showing herself at this very flattering angle. Because if she pointed the camera out and showed in front of her, somebody would be able to track where she was actually at and how far she went.
For me, I know some people finish 1 mile in like literally like 6 minutes. Not me. So now I'm gonna turn around, go back where I came from, and it'll be a full mile. I'm shocked. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm okay. Twinkie's good. I've definitely improved. I mean, this is just like proof is in the pudding.
You can see even from here the swaying.
We are now walking down the hill. I will say walking is kind of boring, but there's so many people out that like...
And that's another thing, is she's not going to go far away from her house in case she gets in trouble, or because the further she goes out into town, the more people see her. And she does not want people to see her in real life because she is embarrassed about her size, and she should be. I'm sorry. I mean, that may sound mean, but you should be embarrassed to be so greedy and gluttonous to get yourself to this point. So, but that's just my opinion.
It makes it more entertaining. And plus I have like my music playing.
And look, she's still talking normally.
I have cute little Twinkie walking with me. So I know these angles have been just brilliant. We're 3/4 of the way done. 1/4 to go. This is like Charlie Horse City. So I'm gonna have to be drinking some Gatorade for real. I don't have Charlie horses now, but I know that they're on their way.
Yeah, she would be in agony right now.
They're on their way to visit.
I'm still counting, by the way.
But I surprisingly feel good. Like, I'm shocked. So I will see you guys when we're done with the full mile when I'm home. Twinkie and I did it. I don't know what.
Okay, so just within that walking thing, there were, get this, guys. There were, I counted, I could be off by 1 or 2, but not much because I was actually writing it down. I was tallying it. There were 23 cuts, 23 jump cuts in that scene, in that walk. She absolutely didn't do it. And she didn't show in front of her in the scenery at all because she knows people live around her and they could go map it out. She would be, look at her now afterwards in her apartment. She's not sweating. There's no sweat, like even in her hairline. She's not red. She's not winded. This absolutely did not happen. One of the worst things about Amber is how offensive it is. How stupid she thinks we are. I mean, really. She truly thinks that we are that just complete dumb. That completely dumb. And it's very insulting.
What else to say other than we did
But there you go. 23 jump cuts, more or less.
it. And I think we were about 10 minutes away from home. And I started crying. It wasn't like an ugly cry, but it was
Yeah,
just like
right.
few tears, emotional.
Look, I mean, she doesn't look any different. And like her walking that far, you would at least see a little bit of moisture, residual sweat, like around her hairline where she was starting to perspire. This did not happen at all. Until she gives me what I requested, I don't believe it.
The fact that I could do it just makes me so happy and just goes to show that, like, I've improved so much, and now I'm gonna drink this Gatorade. Hold on. Oh, that's good. I just still remember that Amberlynn sitting in bed, wondering if she's ever gonna be able to walk more.
Okay, she does walk more, and she's doing more, but that's because her hand was forced. She didn't find, if she found another girlfriend or Jade was still around, we wouldn't be seeing this, and she wouldn't be doing this, and she would still be admittedly 540, 550 pounds. She's only moving around and doing stuff now to put on a show off for her mom, show off for the audience, and in reality, I don't believe she's walking Twinkie that much. And I don't believe she's as active as she claims. But everything she is doing, she's only doing it now because, like I said, her hand was forced. She has no choice because she doesn't have a partner. And her mom works, I'm assuming, and can't be around 24/7. If her mom or someone was over, she would be the same old Amber. She's not different. She's only temporarily living differently because she has no choice. She finds somebody else, this is all going to change.
In 2 minutes, and I walked for almost an hour.
No, you didn't, Amber. No, you didn't. And it's really insulting how much you're lying, how stupid you think we are.
Do the mile because there's a lot of crosswalks, so I had to stop. And then Twinkie was with me, so we were slow in that regard.
Yeah, can you see her waddling across the street in the middle of the city, in the middle of the day? No.
I'm slow in general. I have short, fat legs. I walk very slow.
That's an
very,
understatement.
very slow. But I did it. I freaking did it. We did it. We did it, baby girl. We did it.
No, Twinkie would do it, little Twinkie star. What a cute little girl. But if you look, like I said, there's no evidence of having sweated at all. And I don't care if it's cold out. Amber would have sweated up a storm.
Anyways, I'm gonna end this vlog.
Okay, whatever, Amber. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Yeah, I tallied those jump cuts in that walking sequence, and it was around 23 jump cuts. So I don't believe it, not at all, not in the very least. And she wouldn't show us where she was actually at. And she's lying about her weight. Those are my opinions, just my opinions. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.